Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Demon Deacons head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. For the ball, and we are ready for action. And here's the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Demon Deacons offense that has the first possession of the game. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Caught in the backfield, it's Foley.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Doak. Now it's Lopez. Throws to the wideout. He can't haul it in incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the Florida State Seminoles offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Frankly, they've been looking forward to this matchup all week. The coaching staff imploring him to go after this guy. Straight ahead, it's Singleton. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Got enough space, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays. And you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Takes a handoff. It's Wiggins. Past the 6. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. They go play action with Lopez. Buying a little time to his left. He'll try to do it himself. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm. And I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the 1st down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Wiggins. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Left side, it's Wiggins. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo. Throwing, Lopez. Out wide right, it's Wiggins. They've got him corralled. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Takes the handoff, it's Wiggins. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Well, this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone, and the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Hits inside, it's Singleton. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point, but this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fighting off the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 2nd and long here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snags it. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
The run inside. It's Singleton. Run ends there.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Motion from the wide receiver. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. And the Seminoles need to pick it up on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Turning it on. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
It is hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The play fake, Gio Lopez. Buys time to his left. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lopez. flip it out to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Lopez fighting the noise. He spins that thing down the middle. Upstairs, he's got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. And the Demon Deacons are marching down the field. Out wide left, it's Davis. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Here's Lopez to throw. Got his man. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna run it. It's Wiggins. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time, winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force 2nd and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation, 3rd and forever. Great job by this defense.
Look out! He's going to take off. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right side, it's Davis. There he goes. He's at the 40. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Quick give, it's Wiggins. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it back to him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Wiggins. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can't pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. Fourth down, Lopez. Moving to his left. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Setting up the screen. Makes his man miss. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Singleton. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out wide right, it's Thomas. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go.
Makes a grab and room to run. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll run him again. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. What a catch in the end zone for 6. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Lets it fly. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Lopez to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lopez to the air again. Still looking. Fires downfield. Left side is Potts. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's made 1 already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Never a doubt. That brings them to within 1.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. No surprise. Looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the number 17 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Cavaliers in front against this heavyweight of an opponent today. It's early still, but this one has the potential to really shake up the rankings. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten. now over to your game at Doak Campbell Stadium.
And the Demon Deacons will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They started this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you can...
Lets it fly! No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got some room to run. The 30. Running inside the 20.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Wake! That one will give them the lead. Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. Lopez, play action. Flush to the left. He's got it for the two-point conversion.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Off play action on first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And to get rid of it quickly. Gets rid of it.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. We're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Long way to go on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Singleton. Knocked down immediately. And they squelched that play so fast. Can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll pull it down. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, down here on the Wake Forest sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Thanks, Howie. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out wide left, it's Davis. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Right side, it's Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
A little release to the back. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Now it's Lopez. Fires to the wideout. He's got it.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Going to the run, it's Wiggins. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Demon Deacons trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The play fake, Gio Lopez. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away. Because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Out across the 45, and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Left side, it's Brown. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going for it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it on 4th down. Turning it on. He got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Noles. Roll his way into the end zone.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This should be the last play of the quarter. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And as we head for the 4th period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Out wide right, it's Davis. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Right down the middle. Out wide left, it's Davis. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line. Trying to establish the run. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Throwing, Lopez. Swings it out to his running back. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. They'll need a bunch on second down. The give. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Right back to it. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Straight ahead, it's Singleton. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Unloads it left. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. Trying to make one miss. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Handoff to the single back. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
The play fake, Lopez. Rushes on. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical third down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. FSU calling its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pulled down after a pickup of Ford in the 27. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Dome. Rid of it on the RPO. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum. What's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Buying time to his right. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. And the Seminoles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quarterback's treating this like a free play. Finds his target. Runs through a man. He might have space. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Well, that couldn't have worked out any better for the offense. Receiver understanding, hey, we're down in possession, 2-minute situation. We don't have timeouts. I got to catch this pass. I need to get out of bounds. He did exactly that.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Reels it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Left side is Thomas. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The throw. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. And they take it in for 6 more points. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And this is exactly what this offense needed, man. In the fourth quarter, you need to execute late in the football game to get back in or to win it. This is a nice drive they're putting together.
Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Demon Deacons will have it 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And he got it! His 6th field goal of the day. They needed every one of them, and the last one was the winner. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.